Hello queens. I'm back at y'all with another client tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how I created this glitter smoky eye. This is going to wrap up my prom series, so I decided to just throw this look in here, and without further ado, we're jumping straight into the video. I'm starting this off by cleaning my client's face. Now that her face is all clean, I'm going to begin working on her brows. So I'm going in with my Nicka K brow pencil. This is in the shade black, and I'm using this to outline her brows. Now that both of the brows have been outlined, I'm going to start filling in all the sparse areas. Once I've made my way to the front of the brows, I like to do little upward hair-like strokes. This just makes it easier to blend in the back, and normally I go in with a lighter pencil, but for this tutorial I decided to keep using one shade. Once I have it filled in to my liking, I'm just going to blend it out with my spoolie and repeat the same process on the other brow. To lay her brow hairs down, I'm going in with my I.envy clear eyelash glue. As y'all can see, I just apply a generous amount onto the brows, and then I mold the hairs down in place using the spoolie end of my pencil. To clean up her eyebrows, I'm going in with these two concealers. One is by Nicka K and the other is by Kiss. First, I'm going in with the Nicka K concealer in the shade 07, and I'm using this to clean up underneath her arch. Now that I've blended out the concealer, I'm going in with the Ruby Kisses concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm using it to clean up the remainder of the way on the top and the bottom of her eyebrows. As y'all can see, we have one nice clean eyebrow. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the concealer and clean up the other brow. For an eyeshadow base, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade White. Since we are doing a smoky eye, you do not have to go in with the shade White. I'm just used to using this as an eyeshadow base. You can go in with a darker shade if you like. I'm taking my RCMA No Color Powder and I'm going to be applying this throughout the front of her brows to lighten them up, and I'm also using it to set some of the concealer in place. To start this look off, I'm going in with my Sheglam Smart Cookie palette, and I'm taking this warm eyeshadow shade and I'm going to be using this as my transition color. Now I'm going in with this dark brown shade and I'm just going to be applying this right underneath our transition. I'm going in with this matte black eyeshadow shade from my Bperfect Carnival XL palette, and I'm just pressing this all over her lids. As you can see, it applied a little patchy with the other eyeshadows. It really didn't want to blend, but I already knew that I was going to be applying glitter on top of it, so it really didn't matter because the line of demarcation was going to get covered up. If you are just doing a matte smoky eye, I recommend that you go in with a black base first. But now I'm taking some matte white eyeshadow and I'm applying it to the inner corners of her eyes. And then I'm going in with my glitter adhesive. This is the I.envy Clear Eyelash Glue. And I'm applying this all over her lids. And I'm taking this black chunky glitter. I believe it's from TheMakeupPlug. And I'm just tapping this right on top of the adhesive. Now this is a smoky eye, so keep in mind when you're applying the glitter that you want it to kind of look blended. You don't want it to look too neat, so make sure that you kind of spread out the glitter a little bit as you apply it. I'm going to make sure that the eyes look as symmetrical as possible, and once it's to my liking, we're moving on to the face. So I'm moisturizing her face using my Pond's moisturizer. I like to use the one that comes in the blue bottle. And once I have it all applied onto her skin, I just go in with my damp Real Technique sponge and I really press it in her face. To prime her face, I'm going in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm going to be focusing this product into her T-zone, and I'm going to be blending it out using the same way I use to blend out her moisturizer. I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer in the shade number 12, and I'm going to use this to color correct around her face. For her foundation, I'm going in with my Fit Me foundation in the shade Deep Golden. As y'all can see, my client's face is slightly darker than her neck, so I decided to go in with a lighter foundation just to match it to her neck. And I'm just applying it to her face, and then I'm taking this dense foundation brush and I'm going to tap it all in place. I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer in the shade 07, and I'm going to use it to highlight her face. I'm going to blend that concealer out using the same brush that I used to blend out her foundation, just to get it as seamless as possible. I'm going to allow the concealer to sit underneath her eyes a little longer and move on to contour. To contour her face, I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation stick, and the shade name will be in the description box down below. Now that the face is nice and sculpted, I'm going to go ahead and contour her nose as well. I'm taking this flat brush and I'm going to use it to tap all of the concealer in place. To set the concealer, I'm going in with my Morphe loose powder in the shade Banana Rich. I'm going in with my Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Black Coffee, and I'm using it to set the contoured areas of her face. I'm taking another Black Radiance pressed powder. This one is in the shade Rich Mahogany, and I'm using it to set the remaining areas of her face. Going in with my Juvia's Place Saharan blush palette, I'm going to be taking the orange blush and the burgundy one, and I'm mixing them together and just tapping them on the apples of her cheeks. I'm going in with this black eyeshadow on this flat brush, and I'm using it to line all the way across her waterline. Now I'm taking this dark brown eyeshadow and I'm using it to smoke out her lower lash line. Now that the under eyes are complete, I'm going to go ahead and press in all of the powder. I'm gonna spray her face in place with some setting spray and move on to lashes. I ended up finishing her lashes off camera, and I also went ahead and highlighted her face. So now we're just moving on to the lips. I'm going in with my Ruby Kisses cream foundation, and I'm using this to outline her lips. I'm going in with my OZ Lab lip gloss, and I'm just applying this to the center of her lips, and I'm gonna have her press her lips together to help me blend it into the liner. Once I'm finished blending out her lips, that'll be the finished look, and we'll be stepping into the grand reveal, so I'm gonna let y'all watch. Okay, ready to see?
Ooh, it feels so good to be back. I like this.
Hey, ooh. I think that's our first time doing a Smokey eye.
It is.
Girl giving grown.
Very grown. Grown and sexy.
Period. Okay, queens, we made it to the end of the video, and as y'all can see by my client's reaction, this tutorial was another success. I think this look came out beautiful. I think this is the perfect look to end my prom series with. Everybody loves a good smoky eye. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. A link will be in the description box down below, and stay tuned for my next one. Bye bye, queens.